progress is more than moving forward. From my experiences in Australia and New Zealand, I've realized progress encompasses development, resilience, acceptance, and adaptation. In Christchurch, I recognized the ability to act resiliently in the midst of disaster and the triumph of the human condition and spirit. In the 2 years following their earthquake, much of Christchurch has been rebuilt, and the people of the city thrive on the challenge of creating an even more vibrant home. The Restart Mall, built from freight containers, demonstrates their triumph, ingenuity, and progress. Throughout New Zealand, and especially within the Maori culture, I saw the willingness to educate, understand, and accept others. While in Kaikoura, New Zealand, Maurice Manawatu shared with us that the Maori people's stories bind them to the environment. From this, I took away the idea that progress isn't one event, but a way of living. Needs of today should not compromise future generations' resources. The strength of adaptation when thinking of progress should not be overlooked. 80% of Lady Elliot Island's power comes from solar energy. This adaptive method of energy production limits waste and lowers the island's impact on the marine environment of the Great Barrier Reef. Much like the guardians of the Fjordlands, who progressively came together to fight for the protection of their waters and marine life, I believe it is our responsibility as global citizens to adapt our demands to a manageable rate, conserving our natural resources not only for the sake of the environment, but for those that come after us.
She makes the sounds he makes. I'm tired now.
Progress for me comes in the form of not letting life become mundane. This trip reminded me to not let the beauty of the world slip my mind and pass me by simply because I've become accustomed to it. Rather, I found I have to actively appreciate my surroundings, finding beauty in nature's stability and its power for change. Whether it was through diving, hiking, sightseeing, or canyon swinging, I experienced many different forms of progress in Australia and New Zealand. I am humbled by the trust I have found in others and in nature, and trust and humility I have learned can be the greatest catalysts for progress.